All right. So, hi, YouTube and the internet. So I'm Big Papa Chunk, as some of you may know. With me right now is Necromaster and Aries. Say hi.
How's it going,
Hey.
guys?
Oh, we did it at the same time. Amazing.
Always,
Well,
I knew that was gonna happen. I always get them that way.
I know I'm really excited to kind of kick off this YouTube video for JoHow's channel. Um, Basically, he told us that he had a really solid set with GiraffeKankles, who is probably one of the better Setskas out there. It's not just woes, like there are others, and GiraffeKankles has actually been showing up in a bunch of tournaments and stuff, and really showing off with his character. So we're seeing like pretty high level gameplay with JoHow on Maxi and
Yeah.
GiraffeKankles on Setska, and that is why we have Aries with us. Uh, if you don't know him, he is a fantastic Maxi player.
Much
Went to Combo
appreciated.
Breaker, and I personally got to meet him finally. But you'll see him on Twitter. But yeah, man, introduce yourself, and I'm glad you're here with us.
Much appreciated. It's an honor to be here. Friendly neighborhood Maxi boy. Um,
Yeah.
I I have been around just playing Caliber for like the last couple years, getting to meet everybody in the community and stuff and just interact, and it's just been amazing. I'm really looking forward to this video because I've seen JoHow play a few times, and his maxi is very neutral heavy. So I know whenever I run into Giraffe Cankles, he smokes me most of the time. Like we go back and forth a little, but he wins most of the time because Maxi's a little bit at the bottom barrel of the characters in Caliber. So I want to see how JoHow, gets around these things. So I know what to do next time I run into Giraffe Cankles.
Heck yeah. Yeah. We out here. We're trying to learn. We're trying to learn.
Yeah, we're going into this blind, by the way.
Yeah.
Neither of us, or none of us, have watched it fully or probably at all yet. We saved it just for this. So, yeah, I think we should just get it started, Chunk. How about you?
Yeah, and this is this video is up on JoHow's YouTube channel. It's almost a 2-hour set. So if we're gonna get through the entire 2 hours, maybe I'm not entirely sure. We might skip around a bunch. But yeah, he just asked us to do some commentary and just go over some things, help explain a couple things for people out there watching. But yeah, so let's see how we do. What was the tournament JoHow took third at?
That I do not know.
Was that?
I know they did really
I
well.
saw
I
that
believe it's
online.
an
Yeah.
offline.
Yeah, it was an offline. Was it NEC? No,
Mm,
no, no, no,
'Cause
it wasn't.
I watched it.
no,
I watched it online. I saw a couple of the sets. I was
Was
like,
it
"That's amazing."
was it one of the Kumites?
I believe so.
Mm.
Maybe
Honestly,
I don't know.
I'll
I
have to
just
look it
know
up.
that's when I started seeing their name a lot more. Is they did really well in an offline tournament, which
Yeah,
really matters for this game.
yeah. So I
And
mean, yeah. So both of them. I
yeah,
mean, both of them. This is an online set played online on Soul Calibur 6. But I mean, both of them are offline tournament players. Like GiraffeKankles has taken a couple wins over at his local. Um, as well as again, JoHow has some pretty significant tournament placings at least recently. So they're both kind of like up and coming, but they're both pretty good. So, all right,
Oh yeah.
you're right. I'm gonna click play. I guess we'll kind of just sort of chime in as needed, but we'll see what happens. So here we go. First match. So for those of you remembering, JoHow is the Maxi player and Giraffe is the Setsuka. No, we're online, so we got some customs. That's fine though.
so this is something we always see, right? Like early on, it's not a whole lot.
Yeah,
But
just
with
feel like
Maxi, I feel like with Maxi, what do you think, Aries? Like, don't you have to like
he's
kind of just start angry?
yeah. Most of us, we run in with the 668 plus B, and then loop with the horizontal into the vertical. But Joe Howe, I noticed he is very heavily like defensive and neutral. He did not start off like that. He got close and he guarded, and they both hit like with the quick lows, and that's similar to like something you'd see people like Rich Sticks do. Oh yeah, with the GI too. Yeah, this is nice.
Punish game. Gets a started for him if he can get a good punish in. Setsuka's got a lot of like random -12 stuff. She's actually pretty punishable on block a lot of the time. Like that move is like -12. So if he ever blocks
Oh yeah.
that, he can just start with AA. He's getting
And then the thing with the
destroyed on these resets, though.
Oh no.
because it's like a lot of Maxi's startup they have like terrible frames, and the quickest moves that Maxi has are highs, unless we talk like the 3K. But a lot of Setsuka stuff will catch a Maxi. So he has to be careful with the AAs, like trying to catch her, because she can duck under and hit him with a lot of stuff and blow him up.
Yeah, even just Umbrella, like in a lot of situations. I love the foot stop, but yeah, like Umbrella works like with Zoslamel 4-6B is a really good option against Maxi in a lot of occasions, because he has a lot of highs that he ends strings with, so your string pressure becomes way less relevant. So like at higher level, this is how Maxi plays. Just he's a big counter hit monster.
Yep.
Like,
which is funny, because
Look
that's
at
like
that.
exactly what Setsuka's looking to do too. Is like most of her damage comes off these big counter hit reads.
Exactly. Then you get like some Setsukas are like aggressive. GiraffeKankles, he fills you out, and if he knows that you're not doing like certain things, or that you lean towards something heavily, he will step you and he will counter and exploit it. He is very adaptable.
That duck was so sick. Well, it didn't
Yeah,
work out for the
yeah.
round, but
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, doesn't get like a whole lot off of it. But I see, even there, I think there's a lot of moments where AA you get to work in for free in this matchup, which is actually kind of beneficial in the Maxi matchup here. Like it's a little bit better than I thought it was gonna be. Because Chunk brought up, like, dude, you brought up the best point, I think, is that they're both counter hit monsters, right?
yeah.
But Maxi doesn't do it out of neutral. It's a lot of like catching you sweating sometimes.
Yeah,
And-
Max's goal is he's going to hold you in the stance in the mix-up and try and get you to mash in some buttons. And oh damn, that was a good mix-up on Giraffe's going to take that first game. But yeah, Max is he's gonna loop the stances. He's gonna try and throw you on, either catch you with the AGIs or just catch you just whiffing or mashing, and then get a whole bunch of damage there. Versus Setsuka is looking more like within her neutral and her step and movement placement for you to whiff something, and then just 2-3-6 Bs you and you lose half your freaking health.
Yep. I don't know. I get blown up by the umbrella all the time.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
That hasn't even started yet, by the way. We're not even there in the Yomi levels where I don't even think we will, though. Because JoHow doesn't really... They're not really going into strings, probably because they already know. But there's got to be a moment in, 2 hours of gameplay, like, you start doing it, right? Like, once you get in their head a little bit. That's what I want to see.
I feel like JoHow, he's very heavy neutral. Like, you don't see a lot of maxis like that. But like
Staying
our
on the ground
frames
looks
are
good.
kind of bad. Yep, that's very good. But you see the launch. Like our frames, if we Oki, you get punished for that against Setsuka. And GiraffeKankles, he watches the way that people Ukemi.
Oh, bro, do
Nice.
you see how long he was waiting to space that out? Oh, what? Oh, okay. All right.
It's
thanks,
a
Cam.
whip GI either way. Don't freak out. We've seen that.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
still.
Did you see the delayed Oki reset? I've never seen a Maxi do that. Aries, did you see that?
Yeah, he's technical, bro. He's really. That's why I said I've never seen a maxi play like JoHow. Because even like with Rich Sticks, he's aggressive and technical.
That was
Yep.
good.
Highs though. That's exactly what I was talking about, dude. Every time Maxi ends in one of those big kick highs, that's just free death. Because that's extremely reactable, and it's might be good on your console online or something, but again, against better players, they just already are ready for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Giraffe
yeah.
is demonstrating so much knowledge in this matchup.
Well,
He gets me
it's
all the
something I'll
time.
do against Maxi a lot of the time is you stay ducking and you react to the mid, because the mids are a little bit slower, honestly.
Oh, wow, the
So it's like the opposite how you normally want to block in a 3D fighter. It's why people hate it, because they can't get used to it. But once you do, it's really not so bad.
See, he's trying to pick up. Yeah. He's noticing that a lot of his stuff is getting ducked. So he might actually be conditioning. I'm not sure. I knew he wanted the stars when I saw him take that damage before.
Yeah, but now GiraffeKankles already has their resources built up, right?
Yep.
So this is like a rock and a hard place, but he can get this round. And GiraffeKankles like concedes the meter basically. Like I don't need to use it. I'll definitely use one here almost right away, right? No, not to get out of pressure. Is he worried about Heaven's Guard or like an RI option?
He will not mash. If you have 4 meter, GiraffeKankles will stare at you. Like a lot of higher level people, they will wait for the flash and then they will hit you.
Ooh, I don't know if it loses it for
really
free though. But then you kind of lose a meter for free when you kind of give them the comeback, right?
Yep.
Like there's almost no reason to really save it. I think that's like a mistake, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Cause it's like you go for it or you don't. But like if for a maxi, like if we know that somebody's waiting for us to do it, like once we do it, it's kind of like those kicks. You can't cancel it. Like you just lost your meter.
Yo, Kevin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he knows when to do it.
Oh no!
But he tried it again and he lost it. Yeah.
So Aries, correct me if I'm wrong on that last part. So he knew he wasn't going to kill, so he tried to do some kind of reset thing because if he would have tried to do just extra damage, he would have been in a bad Oki situation and then ended up losing anyway. I thought that was actually really smart.
Yeah, very, very smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
When he did that, it's like he tried to put him down and then like respace, like in a reset.
Man, yeah, and he died that last round. He was trying to go into the loops and use those AGIs in the strings, but Giraffe just kind of waited and just immediately knew the answer and just kind of took him out of it. So it's like this weird thing where again he can't just rely on the AGI and like the string pressure the whole time because there's gaps and Giraffe knows them, so he's got to get really creative.
Right.
Good block.
It just feels like it does feel like there was a moment that he thought way ahead, but then didn't realize what was in front of him. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes putting them on like one tap will make them play completely differently. Right. So that's like the risk you take in doing something like that.
Very true. As a maxi player, it's like you have to try to condition your opponent. So it's like if you don't, or if they condition you, then it's all over. Similar to Bro.
Why?
Yo.
What's that? He didn't read that. He didn't read that at all. Why? I talk about this all the time on commentary, but like, you have to earn stuff like that. Like that was just weird, and then you kind of got blown up for it, right?
Yep.
I don't think he meant that, Prez, but we'll see.
He did the full taunt. He didn't cancel. He wanted to touch his hair real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like when because I always say I have fat fingers. Sometimes when you're trying to do like a couple of moves, Maxi will like taunt and you can't cancel it. It's similar to like some of the loops. It's weird. Like when he wakes up or like he gets smacked and he's back turned sometimes.
Oh, nice spacing. Just completely avoided that entire string and then gets a nice whiff punish.
Oh yeah.
Punish game is. I think that's also why Maxi kind of suffers a lot. Is he can get whiff punished so easily.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
Nice. Very,
Here's soul
very
charge.
easy.
Yeah, you can't stay on the ground. You cannot stay on the ground. That is a no bueno.
Yeah,
He
after
just
that.
got bounced and picked up like 3 times.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you don't want to stay on the ground after that, after Oki for sure, because, I mean, in any case, I mean, she runs up 1B, you're still going to take it, I guess one kill, but yeah, in that case, yeah, staying on the ground and just leaving it, she has the dead trap, and that, as you saw, did, like, basically half-life.
It's a force block situation, right? Like, you actually don't take it on the ground. You actually just block it, especially if you have no reason to get guard broken soon.
Yeah.
Oki's tough. Especially if you're not used to Setsuko pressure on the ground, like that's actually where she shines a lot.
Oh yeah, she's vicious. And if you guys notice, he's starting to use like the plus frames with the strings. He's actually noticing that the neutral isn't gonna be enough to keep GiraffeKankles like back. So he's starting to check him a little bit.
Yeah.
I've struggled against GiraffeKankles before, and it's just neutral. Like I can't get a good read on him ever. He's He's very solid when it comes to that kind of play. You got to force him on his back foot and force him to start doing some stuff. Like, you have to start enacting your pressure on them to the point where they feel pressured at some point. I don't think GiraffeKankles has felt pressured any of these games yet.
I agree. I don't think I have ever really made GiraffeKankles feel pressured. Very, very sharp competitor.
668 twice in a row. Oh, dropped the combo off that 260B.
Yeah.
There we go, JoHow, keeping it going, not letting up. Oh, nice. That would have killed her rung out.
Nice. And that I can tell you that worked because he hasn't completed that string a lot against GiraffeKankles. So GiraffeKankles did not expect it, or he would have.
He's in it. He's in it now. He's in it now. He's doing exactly what I was just talking about. You have to start enforcing the pressure, dude. Nothing's working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, the strings are coming, the stars are coming. JoHow's feeling it.
Ooh, nice.
So something Rich Sticks was always efficient about is he would play Big Dumb Maxi early, like get you in string pressure just like this, right? Put a lot of mental stack in your head, and then play hardcore neutral.
Yep.
You do it in that order, you get 3-0'd. Like.
Yep. That's how you do it. The first thing I noticed about Rich is no matter what opponent he has, he will, as soon as the match starts, he runs directly into your face and presses block. He doesn't run up and just hit you. He runs up and he guards. And if you don't move fast enough, then he'll 1B you or 3K you. Or maybe like a 2B or a 2A. But to run up and just run it, that's completely opposite from a lot of other matches. As soon as the match starts, I'm sprinting full force, full 360, say plus speed.
Jeez, these auto GIs coming out.
Yeah. Then
raw umbrella? Bro.
Well, the thing is, he's like, okay, we're pressing buttons, I'll press the buttons. Like, you're gonna get him into this, and then you hit counter hit territory. Like, you just have to constantly be on top of it, right? Whereas I feel like GiraffeKankles gets to not sweat so hard because getting into this pressure is tough for JoHow to actually start in the first place.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wish I could have. If it was like real time, and I could have told him like, hey, don't ever finish that string where you do the snap kick. Snap kicks are highs. GiraffeKankles will duck every high kick that a maxi throws out.
That's why he's hitting him with those. He's hit a lot of those lethal hits right there.
Oh, on the wall.
Ooh.
He's dead, right?
Yup.
Yeah, see, there we go. Because now, once you can get the string pressure going, and like you said, when Maxi can do the thing where it's like, no, you have to block. Maxi says you gotta block. You gotta block this, and
cancels.
Giraffe kind of doesn't like blocking sometimes.
He's starting to feel it. He's starting to feel it. I like it. Now the lows are working. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Because normally Giraffe will sidestep that BB. He'll sidestep it.
Oh wow.
I'll be 100% honest with you. In the years I've played this game, from day one all the way to now, I've probably been perfect. Like, I've seen the perfect letters on a Maxi against me more than any other character. Because
like you can't let Maxi get you going. Yeah, if you don't press, you're done.
Yeah,
you have to press. But so many things looks like you can't press.
Yeah, I know people call him bottom tier, but you have that. That's what bottom tier is in this game. Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a lot of people say is like Maxi. He's the walking knowledge check. Like everything he does is just like you gotta know that his options of what your response will sort of be, or like you die. The problem is like I said, Giraffe kind of knows a lot, and so when you know a lot, it kind of negates a lot of those options. But when JoHow's just running the train and mixing up his options in like a weird way, that's when it gets harder to guess. Because if it's just the Maxi's just gonna run through like the same basic like loop set play over and over and over again, you can just guess right a lot. But JoHow is doing a really good job of kind of mixing the stances in an awkward way, canceling in certain places that he's not used to, and I think is what I mentioned earlier. Is like you got to think a lot as Max. Like you can't just run the flowchart the whole time. It's not a full block string always. There's got to be a lot of creative and uniqueness and some cancels and some weird stuff. For like, wait, what? So yeah.
That was well said. I didn't want to ruin it. I was just letting you go.
Yeah. Versus Setsuka just has to hit like 5 just frames in the same after hitting 4 other buttons 5 times in a row. And this is online. Those just frames are not easy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see 2 HX now. Okay, that's where we're at. So I need to see some soul charge out of JoHow. I need to see. I gotta see the nuts on the table here soon. Like, cause like soul charge Maxi actually is a terror, dude. I really hate dealing with it because the options that normally win don't as much, or he gets even crazier, like guard break setups and stuff that you have to really know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, with the knowledge check.
That's a CE, bro. You saw that, right?
Oh, yeah.
We had whiffed 10 years ago.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Ooh. My heart.
He had that.
Oh man.
He doesn't even have the meter for CE. I'm dumb. Either way, I was just like, that man whiffed. Do something, please. I'm an idiot. Please edit that out. Or leave it in. Make fun of me. I don't care.
I think he probably, as a Maxi player and everything, I'm like, you would think the same thing. I've been deep in a match like that and thought that I had meter and it was the person on the other side. I'm like, oh wow, I pressed this button for nothing.
Oh wow, that reached good off the cancel the Johnny stance. That was good on JoHow.
I like the flinch.
Yeah. It's like a couple times in this place is like there's a couple things JoHow's like I guess missing out on some couple the whiff punishes or block punishes. And like areas you can kind of comment that you said like block and whiff punishment can be a good thing for Maxi because Maxi has a lot of range, but block punishment like isn't necessarily one of Maxi's strong points.
Correct.
Yeah. But I think it's one of those things. I mean, for any character, like you can't be afraid of block punishing. Like if your opponent's gonna give you free damage, you got to take it. Oh, the 2-2-A counter
with
hit.
Maxi, the timing is like crucial when it comes to that, and the spacing. Like he has different things for tip range. So like if you get hit with something in your blocking tip range and you step it, it will auto track you. But if you're like in mid range to him and it hits you, you can micro step and dodge some stuff. Like if you notice, Giraffe will micro step a lot of Maxi's verticals.
That was really sick interaction there just for Giraffe. It was really smart. Waited it out.
So GiraffeKankles is actually blowing up all the auto GIs. JoHow's trying too hard to harder auto GI. I don't know. I think I was thinking of harder for the next sentence, and it just.
It came out together. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, Giraffe went for the lethal hit.
Yeah.
There we go. Soul charge. Now we go.
So, GiraffeKankles is honestly showing a ton of knowledge in this set, particularly. I think this set right here, that was the cleanest like defensive set play. It was kind of wild. Like everything was just like, haha, you decided to mash here.
The longer that they play too is also because all Maxis, like the Maxi in general, he will have like the same weaknesses, universally. But all Maxis play different, So once Giraffe figures out like a certain Maxi style, Giraffe adjusts, and then it just changes like the tempo of everything.
So I feel like JoHow's being forced to play that heavy neutral because GiraffeKankles is just going hella in right now. Like,
oh yeah, this man couldn't get off the ground.
Yeah,
I feel his pain.
I hate that part when I start playing Kankles is when they actually start pressing a lot. It hurts.
Yep. Oh, and there it goes right there. Notice he had the meter. Giraffe ran. Like, making it seem like he was going to swing and waited for the flash. He's like, Heaven's Guard is gone. Bam.
Yeah, I mean, if you have all the health advantage like that, there's no reason to really sort of get antsy and sort of force some things unless you think your opponent's going to get really panicked if you do it. Oh, nice!
Nice.
Bro, that tech crouch, Maxi is always so good. All right. Oh, see, there we go. Just sort of noticing the loops, waiting patiently.
It's GI. Oh, nice cancel into the guard. Still got blew up later.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, he still caught him there.
Nice.
There's a good soul charge.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't want to do the flips? So if she techs to the side, like, does the flip not work there?
With the you talking about the one that does the lethal hit?
Well, he does like a guard break flip after that hits on the ground.
That will track. That will track you.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna do that.
That's what I thought. But he's so heavy, like neutral, and that's a good thing because you can get punished after that.
Like if it decides to not track properly or
no, like
some weird
you
stuff,
gotta take it.
or...
You have to block it, but then you're negative while you're getting up.
Yeah. So this might be maybe just. I think something from JoHow again. Like, oh, there's the hop kick. Going the low.
There's the wild. There's the wild.
Yeah.
He's pressing.
So,
he's pressing.
You know what I do there after that low? I always GI because that follow up that he does, you can actually GI it.
Yep. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, he faked for the high kick and giraffe duck, but he canceled into it and got the what's that 6A plus B after it? Oh, the kick, lethal hit.
That's also sort of a mid horizontal, even though it's a straight kick. You got big foot.
Some of his hitboxes. I like
Probably the
the
kick options, right? Like a lot of the kicks just seem to track me hella for no reason, but I play Zosselville, so like I get tracked no matter what. That was a good 1A.
Oh yeah, Zosselman is a big guy. Big man.
But Setsuka gets to weave in.
Oh yeah, super fluid movement.
Oh man,
That mix-up's tough.
I think he could have CE punished after that
nice.
went to soul attack.
Yeah, soul attack again.
Very good knowledge check with that side step. Let's
There
see
you
if we
go.
can pull it back.
Yeah, good soul charge back.
Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Oh, don't do it!
Damn, giraffe wanted it. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but just
He
those.
survived.
Yeah, well, but those two bubbles to try and get him to press a button in the row, and he didn't. He was patient on it, but his mind, he was like, oh, okay. He was kind of hesitant a little bit after that, but
Yeah, I would have 6A plus B. As soon as I soul charge, I just would cha across the screen. I can't help it. Even if I know I can't reach you, it's like something in my blood. As a maxi, like most of the time, I just do it. And then I press the second time, the B, and I know I'm super negative and I'm gonna get punished afterwards, I still do it. I don't know why. But JoHow is definitely a different beast. He didn't do it.
If there was ever a good matchup to show mental stack, this is it.
Oh
Being
yeah.
100% honest. Like that's why this set's has been sick so far.
ooh.
Is like it's whose brain is just like I'm done for today.
Mhm.
Give me another round at least.
Well, we'll see. They're still doing this for like another hour and a half.
Right. So it's gonna
These guys are incredible.
it's gonna fluctuate a lot because of that.
Well, that whiff with the she had that backwards tech crouch. I thought that his counter was gonna catch that. That was nice. Big brain plays from both players.
Okay.
Tries to jump to get sort of evasive, but the mid kick sort of catches him out of it. There's really
He's
good
done that
patience.
option like 3 times on plus frames. So
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Max doesn't have really evasive jump moves, so
well, JiraffeKankles like kind of muscle memoried into a lot of lows after that,
yeah.
and then they finally stopped, and that was a good option to actually catch because it hit the mid-air option pretty well too, just like that.
Some of these 50-50s are costing them. Nice.
Yeah, didn't finish the string very
Brain.
good. Oh, interrupts.
Yeah.
Yeah, every auto GI, dude. I'm telling you. Like GiraffeKankles has blown him up for the auto GIs. Every time he uses it, he just reacts
That's how
to
he
it.
does me.
He's reacting to it. Like you don't do it that consistently without reacting to it. And to do that online, yeah, Kankles is a monster.
The Kankles is like my terror. When I'm trying to rank up online and I run into GiraffeKankles,
Oh my God.
I'm not ranking up. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's just soul attack. Yeah. Then deal with that.
Nice.
Okay,
Now
was-
that was a nice one right there. He
Yep.
knew that GiraffeKankles was gonna.
I want to see soul
so-
charge right now. I really do. I want
Yeah, like
Not
a
soul
soul
attack?
attack right there.
yeah. Like put on the pressure for real, because your regular pressure is not good enough, unfortunately, because Kankles is just that solid at defense.
Yeah, Kankles knows the matchup.
He's doing okay, but I'm like, even here, I would just do it here.
Oh, that back step into the launcher,
Really
that was
patient
nice.
though, and I think that's actually messing up Kankles in those situations because he's getting hit
Yeah.
instead of being like, oh, he's gonna soul charge here. I'm just gonna try to stay away a little bit or play very differently.
Yeah, JoHow does not do what other maxis do, so that is nice. Too intelligent.
Do you have an idea of like why he would kind of hold on to it?
Because like honestly, with the knowledge check, he knows that GiraffeKankles is not going for that stuff. Like when I soul charge and I try to attack GiraffeKankles knows every string out of the soul charge and waits. If I 6A plus B and across the screen, GiraffeKankles will stand there and at the last second will teleport behind me. So JoHow is not. He's like, yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna take you down, like, smart like this.
I needed to see some.
Yo, cold yo.
Nice.
I don't even know what
Flew across
those
the
button inputs
screen.
were. Is that jump
What
out of
was that,
stance?
236B, I believe.
Where he does the
What was
jump
that?
the jump.
2368.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, the jump forward 236B.
Ah, okay. I was just like, bro, I've like never seen that movie.
Yeah, then you can Heaven's Guard or like regular GI after you land. But you have to like the inputs, they have to be fast. You see some maxis that'll fly through stuff. You'll get like Fan Lee. He jumps over everybody. He can get 7 stars in like the first round. But like all of us have like significantly different styles.
Oh, just raw interrupt that.
Finally, the umbrella comes out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I've been mentioning all this whole time, Chunk. Is like any high neutral situation, umbrella for like how much damage is it? I swear it's like 60 on counter hit or something. It's solid.
Ooh wee, nice back and forth GIs.
Oh,
I'm gonna look that
To
up.
the wall combo.
Hold up.
ooh,
Oh, that's the
perfect.
perfect.
That's what I say is like, yeah, as Maxi gets on the tear and just gets you in the string pressure. It's if you don't guess right, you just keep dying. And sometimes it's
Yep.
hard to guess right.
We have to get in your head. We have to.
Yeah. Good patience on the re-GI.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, they connect, but he gets hit out of his own string. Okay,
Is umbrella back B
there we go.
for her? Chunk.
No, Umbrella
Yeah,
is one
Umbrella
of the.
just-
It's one of the 2-1-4 cancels, or not 2-1-4 stance moves, or it has a simplified. I think 6A plus B is like the simplified input. But it's like 2-1-4-3B, I think. Okay.
Very nice string.
Or it's 2-1-4 A slide B. I don't remember the sense game. But
It only says 30 damage, but that's not the real version. I think the real
Yeah, that's
version
not what it
does
looks like.
more. I don't know what stance it is. Oh no.
All right. I'm glad Joe's using his meter way more here. Because even without
It's
using like,
starting to open up.
oh nice, without the specific soul charge strings, like it just having those available to, oh that was good with punish.
Uh-oh.
There
That
it
was
is.
nice.
That's
But it's like, I mean, for not even for Maxi, for any character, if you just go into soul charge to either like interrupt your opponent's pressure or just knock them back, and again, just all of a sudden you have the advantage because you have access to all those moves, but you don't have to use them. You still have access to your entire regular move sets, with the exception of some of the changes to like some of your strings and maybe whatnot. But it's you have the ability to start mixing your opponent into, okay, well, when are they going to do this weird big damaging thing that I got to be ready for? Oh, they didn't do it, and I got hit by the other thing that's just normal. Okay, oh, now I'm getting mixed up again. It gives you at least that option, and it's meter. Like, it doesn't come back the next game. It's gone.
That's right. That's a good point. That's actually a very good way to look at it. It's like a lot of people look at it as when they have their soul charge, they think I just have my soul charge moves. I don't have all my other moves. They forget about that.
Yeah. I mean, it can be hard to, like, that was definitely, I mean, I still sometimes do that. It was me when I was learning. I was just like, well, I'm in soul charge. I got to do the soul charge things now. But, not necessarily always needed. But, man, Giraffe is just really, really good with, like, these just small little back steps, box steps, kind of getting, which is weird. Like, anyone able to, like, space out a Maxi scares the shiza out of me, because it's Maxi and he has, like, all the range in the world.
Yeah, a lot
man.
of his moves have this
delayed low,
range.
dude. The hella delayed low. Holy.
That Schmix
I love it.
that was glorious.
I love it.
I couldn't
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you what that Schmix was at all because I have no idea what Maxi does, but those delays and those cancels, he was going in.
Maxi does Maxi things. He's riding away. He's really open. They both opened up a lot. Like they're getting to know each other.
I wonder if that Maxi stance chart is still floating around somewhere on the internet. Should go look at that again sometime.
That shows like behind and left outer and stuff like that.
Yeah, the one that looks like a chemistry dissertation.
Oh yeah, first time I ever ran into toothpaste. I was talking trash on Twitter, and I was like, I want the smoke. And so he was like, what's that? And I was like, I want a match. Like, can we do a first to 10? He was like, yeah. So it went to like first to 20, I think, and it lasted less than half an hour, and I didn't win at all. And he was still playing Nightmare, and he sent me like the Maxi Compendium, which was that. It looked like a chemistry paper, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, that's why Maxi's just such a daunting character. I mean, both to learn and to play against, because it's, again, giant walking knowledge check, and there's just a lot. He has seven stances?
Yep.
Yeah, so like 7
think so,
stances,
yeah.
and like options where the stances move into other stances, and it can be a lot. Okay, ooh, that was a very good use of soul charge from JoHow there.
The one big thing about sidestepping
A little
to the
bit, I
kick.
think a little bit of a panic GI, but
One of the biggest things about Maxi that people don't realize when they dislike him, and they might think he's easy because a lot of Maxis do mash. The thing is, I have to look at my character. Oh wow!
I'm sorry, that was fucking sick.
Damn it, he did the hard stuff.
That was
He did
sick.
the hard stuff.
Oh, that was sick. That was sick. Ooh. Oh, how's he gonna bring it back?
Yeah, that was a
That
lot
guard
of
is
damage.
blinking.
That
A
was
lot.
one big combo.
Oh, that guard. That
There,
guard.
okay, perfect. That was the exact spot you want to use your soul charge.
Get in.
You can't interrupt.
That doesn't kill?
Oh,
Nice. Oh, that
see
was
that
nice.
cancel? There we go.
That was
He went in, faked, canceled out of the stance, and then went in again and caused Giraffe to hesitate, got the fat lethal hit, and just won it. After getting double AGB comboed, kept his composure, and was like, no, I'm still going to win this. No big deal. Like, bro, I would have cried. If that happened to me in real life, I would have just started crying.
Calm. Yeah. That was, he was calm. He was calm and careful. Like, nerves of steel. I don't know what I would have did. I would have died.
That was actually the sickest finish we've seen so far.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was pretty dope.
These guys are animals. But yeah, like, just to, like, you know, continue what I was saying, they don't realize as a Maxi player, we have to look at you and we have to look at our own character at the same time. I have to know if my nunchucks are behind my back and if they're on the left side or the right side or in front of my chest, you know, like, it's complicated.
Yeah. Aswell kind of has a similar problem, but Aswell, you can't even see his weapons. Well, he only has 3, thankfully. But yeah.
Aswell is difficult. I've been having a hard time with Aswell play.
Ooh, good block, but
Ooh,
not a good
nice
punch
block,
low.
yes.
Yeah, I wonder. I still feel like that keeps coming back as like this week. Ooh, nice. Okay, that was good.
That's dead.
Oh yeah, spin the bar, gotta do it.
Yeah, that was nice. From JoHow, it's just like it's just either like just missed opportunities for block punishment a lot of the time, and I don't know if that's. I mean, this could be a problem online where a lot of I-12 punishes online, even in a good connection, just never really come out the way you want them to. Like that's constant big problem for me playing online. But there's just a lot of those problems where like yeah, JoHow makes the right read blocks, but then just doesn't really get much out of it, and so. I don't. Like I said, there could be
possibly.
Yeah, I mean, there can be so many answers for that. It's just not quite ready for. Doesn't have the right punish in mind. Doesn't know the frame data completely. Again, hesitation could be online.
Might not want to get GI'd. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's one of those things where like it's any of your opponent's frame data where you can take event like there. See that? That's like the raw umbrella is like minus what 22 or 24. He could easily just see E punish and like basically almost won the game.
He doesn't CE a lot. I probably would have. I thought he was going to get rung out a couple of times. I probably would have 6A plus beat after blocking an umbrella, but I hardly ever blocked an umbrella.
That's tragic. That's so tragic.
Oh, yeah. You hate to see it.
I thought he had the game right there with the damage, and then nothing else happened. I think he dropped right there.
I try not to dance on the edge with anyone unless I have them caught in a string similar to that one already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice call out.
He's GIing too much at this point. He's died like last round damage almost. Oh, it's the last 4 rounds.
Another one.
GI right at the end.
Okay, well, I guess to be fair, blocking the 1A string is a little bit more difficult because, or wait, no, because she can't continue the 3rd hit unless she actually connects. So it's a little bit.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to guess between the one, but still, it's like 1A is also another move that's like minus a bazillion.
Plus.
Good soul charge backs.
You got it.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's enough of a gap. You can press something in there, but.
Oh, he thought the AGI was going to catch.
Nope. They don't work. I have not seen a single auto GI mid-string work. Not one time.
Yeah, it's not going to catch
for it every time.
Kankles will stare at you. Kankles won't even block. Kankles will just stand there and wait for you to whiff and then hit you.
Yeah.
That is actually killing him over and over. It's the one thing I would point out in these early games is that you got to notice when somebody really wants to press and when somebody's just going to always respect your strings. And that's why the lows have been working, right?
That's right. And Kankles is even now starting to avoid the lethal hit kicks.
Yeah. They're getting used to how JoHow really wants to put in pressure, but these jumpies are insane. They land so much.
Alright.
These reflexes are with the wall splat.
Yeah, it's gonna ouch.
Oh, is that a reset? Gross. Why does that reset?
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
Well, that setup's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's a whole easy round. Jesus.
Up against the wall. Like,
actually, wait, was that from the glitch? Setsuka still has a glitch where she can like auto reset something even mid combo. I forget what it is. Giraffe was one who found it.
That looked like it. That looked like it, dude.
I don't think it was
that
it.
That didn't look like a reset to me.
Maybe I have to check. But yeah, Giraffe has discovered some disgusting tech with Setsuka. Oh, nice duck on the high string.
Ooh, nerves of steel to just wake up and stay crouched like that, waiting for all of the highs to just float over their head.
Oh, there you go. Just a little poke. Just take it. No big deal.
They were dancing for a little bit, walking side by side. Oh, there we go.
Caught him mid tech crouch. That's fine.
Wanted that star. It's bad. Sometimes a maxi shouldn't go for that reset because the person isn't gonna duck all the time, but we want that star sometimes. Sometimes I just take the damage.
Yeah, it can be useful. I mean, he gets some good lethal hits and a couple moves out of it, but yeah, it's very risky.
You can GI out of that. I think it's the third and the fourth hit.
You're not dead.
Oof,
A GI at the end. A GI at the end. After Kankles gets a hit, he will GI at the end. And then die for it.
Yeah, you know what's something you can do instead of GI when you have 2 full bars of meter?
Soul charge. Like right at the end there, if he would have spaced out a little bit and got Kankles to actually come in with one of those launchers, right, and he sidesteps it and CE's, done. It's over. Game is over.
Yeah.
Like just play a little differently right at the end. He's done the same thing for the last 8. Oh jeez. It's a little bit between the rounds too, but especially at the end.
Oh, he went for the
Trying to
AGB combo.
anticipate it is gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
Like if that was an RI, that would have been sick. Because you can make that one an RI, right? Oh. That's the one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. That's why you're here, sir. I wanted to make sure. I honestly questioned it because that one looks very similar to the one he doesn't push forward with. So I just know he could do anyone where he sticks his hands forward on the GI is RI.
The B plus K.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, any stance we can go back once or forward once and then B plus K. But if we just hit left or right, that AGI does the horizontals. The B plus K only does the verticals.
Oh, he finishes the string to possibly go for reset, or just doesn't? Interesting from Giraffe.
Understanding that he's not going to get a whiff punish, I might as well get some pressure. Poke him a little bit.
Alright, so JoHow not finishing some of the strings to kind of try and throw his opponent off. Ooh, nice jumpy. Yeah. Oh, look at that!
That's sick. That's why he's been doing that. That wasn't working earlier.
I mean, that's a big call out, but that's also, again, that's high risk because if he just does the held version, you're just going to die regardless of AGI.
So he's playing Maxi. Everything he does is a call out. It's just the slower option because it's I finally beat this GI, right?
Yeah.
Yep. As a Maxi, you gotta go all in. You have to. Chips on the table.
When you press reversal edge in this game, do you ever dodge? Call out, bro. Do it. Call that button. It's less of a chance, but it rewards better, That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot of moves are safe.
That's the difference of a confident, solid player and just everyone else. And only a few people have figured that out. I am not one of those people.
Yeah, I am also guilty. I will reversal edge sometimes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Giraffe is just I swear he's almost perfect record on some of these whiff punishes. He sees anything go in front of his face and just immediately that 3-3 comes out.
But now there's more respect because he hit him with the guard break option finally. Dead though.
I wasn't sure. I saw that counter hit happen near the randoms. Was is he dead? Is he dead?
Yeah.
And was
she doesn't have many, but they exist.
He died. He died.
It took people a long time to figure out how she rings out, by the way.
Yeah.
Because nothing is really obvious.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, nice side step.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Should be death. Yep. Kept the meter too. Was confident on it.
Let's see if either of them use meter for this last round.
They both don't like using meter. I've just accepted it. That's all it really is.
Especially in a long set, because I have the same problem where you're oh wow, nice tip range counter hit into the wall. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, really?
So no one has the selfish thought of like, I'm not going to use my meter. I don't need cheap stuff. I could just beat you with my raw talent.
Sort of.
None of you think that?
Well,
Not
I
a
mean,
me thing?
For me, oh no, it's another
See?
one.
It
Soul Charge,
depends
so
on the
thank you.
opponent.
Thank you.
There we go.
Soul Charge, stop her. Stop her. It's free. Okay, good.
Dude, just 6A plus B that. Don't let her charge it up.
Yeah,
She
I would've
dies.
said that.
Yeah, she dies.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Try to
not
overcome.
pulling the trigger. That's not pulling the trigger. That's all it is. You
Yeah.
have time. You have time, I promise you. Especially on 6A plus B.
Yeah, he was worried.
But what was? Oh yeah, and just like not. Yeah, I have the problem where it's like, if especially in a longer session playing, like if I'm just trying to figure out like what the heck my opponent's doing or what I'm doing wrong or what I need to fix, that's just one of the things I forget is like, oh yeah, I have meter. Like if I don't want to deal with this one thing, I can just soul charge real quick, and it's just
Yeah.
it's a mark of learning, and it can be hard to overcome for some players. I don't know if that's exactly what's going on with either of these players specifically. There could be a lot of reasons. Oh, what? Oh no!
Ooh.
He didn't get through.
Oh, can you jump off, Ares? Have you jumped off with that move before? Is that why you didn't finish it?
Not with that one. With the
front jump kick.
soul charge one. With the
No.
soul charge version of that, then I have. With that one, I don't think you go. You stop right at the edge.
So the jump kick you can't. Oh, then he just was like the flip got it, and just didn't finish
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that.
he thought the flip was enough. Because with soul charge, I've been guilty of that. Like when you start that soul charge string and you like spin around through the low,
Did he
if
just
they duck, you kick over.
he just DP'd him, bro. He just went like right to the face.
Oh yeah, we got that move.
Good duck on the throw, but didn't really take a punch, just took a sidestep.
I don't know. This man definitely played some Tekken in his life.
Oh yeah.
If he didn't play Law, I would be upset.
Good.
Get him with the strings now. Get him with the strings now. You've got pressure. Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop?
I think he was afraid of the
Now you
edge,
die
yeah,
for
but-
it. Now you die for it. Yep. Don't stop.
Yeah, I think if
Don't be worried about a counter hit that he has to call out. Just kill him.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, if she goes in the stance, you just like that. You just back up, just let her, just whatever.
CE.
she'll get out of it. Oh, there.
That's
you go.
fine. You still got it. But yeah. And I'm not trying to be harsh on the video or anything. I'm just, if people are gonna watch this and like learn from it, there's like little moments where it's like, if you just pull this out, you can beat this man. Like so far, Kankles, I haven't even been keeping track of who's winning, but I'm pretty sure Kankles is like further ahead at this point, right? So
Yeah,
like there's
we
little
don't-
moments
a
where
little bit,
you can
yeah.
improve just a little bit, and then you get that ending round every time.
Ooh, nice. The delayed pressured. Very, very good. Yeah, just
Yeah,
keeping.
they're pretty back and forth. But Cankles is pulling ahead a little.
Yeah, I feel like I think Joe's been doing the best when he's again getting creative with the string pressure and just doing his best to really just not let Setsuka move. Yeah, he keeps dying occasionally. Like if Giraffe makes the hard call out and goes for something, but I mean that's what Maxi's best at is making you die and make you feel stupid for pressing buttons. And I think he needs to make sure he's not discouraged from basically just keep trying that.
It's the
When
dilemma I
we
have.
get good-
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say it's the Maxi thing. Once we get flowing, we're more strong. But then if you hit us out of things, then we start blocking, and we're not very neutral heavy. Like we don't have a lot of neutral tools. We do have good neutral tools, but not a lot because we're stance characters.
Yeah.
3K is working. I'm saying, I feel like a lot of people have that dilemma that when you get to a higher level, you don't want to use your good options because that's obviously what you'll use, right?
Oh, nice.
It's hard to get past. I know I do that myself a lot.
The space. Oh, okay, that was weird. It was a weird. Okay, call, but I guess good. The duck, but oh,
Get him. I would have loved the back throw. Like if he just finished it off with a back throw, perfect.
yeah. I don't think he was ready to get behind her as part of it. I thought he was gonna get punished after it. That's probably what I was
Right, me
expecting.
too. I thought we were gonna see a back turn like B plus K that she could do. Oh, 1A, what an option.
And soul charge, yeah, they'll kill.
At least they balanced 1A in this game. Ooh. Yeet 'em. Delete 'em.
Oh, nice air control. You got away from that edge. Oh, back at the edge.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, because Giraffe really likes to try and keep their own pressure going and using some of the more evasive stance moves and using those auto GIs to like just not let you press things.
Oh, it snatched you up.
Oof.
You're done.
Okay, that was
Yeah,
really
Giraffe is also good at not letting that ever forward come out.
yeah, not letting us on the strings, but yeah, but I mean, you can start to like use it like if you know they're gonna start using a lot of auto GIs. I mean, JoHow's been able to do like a couple like either like delayed moves or some of the delayed strings, or again strings that would beat out the auto GI. But especially just the one from Setsuka, because that auto GI from Setsuka basically auto GI is like, what is it not auto GI? I realize I don't know. Does it just auto GI everything?
Oh, the quick one where she like
Yeah.
quick flips her sword real fast.
Yeah.
That- it's like a horizontal one, I believe.
There you go. See, she's trying to auto GI and he just called her the fuck out.
Oh,
Now done?
Bro, is he listening?
Finish it! Finish it! Just finish the thing. do the other one that brings out instead. It would. I don't know. Either way, she can
think if
punish
you-
blocking it.
with Setsuka, that's the thing. I'm not sure. Oh no.
Chill. Good job. Yeah,
That's scary.
play the
That's
ring
scary.
edge. Play the ring edge. Play it. 2-2A. Ooh. No?
Oh.
Kankles mash.
Nice,
That was
nice
messed up.
patience.
Yeah,
That
I
was
think
good on Kankles, actually.
yeah, I think JoHo was waiting for the auto GI again, so he was trying to mix up the string timing.
He hadn't been
And-
matching any interaction. Like the last 6 interactions they had, he was not mashing, and then just mashed.
Soul Calibur.
Right when
time-
JoHow wanted to mash. Like the one time JoHow mashed, I'm like, dude, come on. Like, that's me.
The call out. The call out.
They call you out
Ooh.
5 times in a row. Like, bro, you could have beaten me several years ago.
Oh, that kick is true.
Ooh, get him. Yes, let's go.
That reach.
That was sick.
Okay, that's what I like to see. That's what I've been talking about. Hit her with that CE. I would have let it rock, so that way I didn't know it could reach at that far of range. I felt like every hit was tipper, and I was like,
You
dude,
know,
that all
I didn't
hits.
know it
Okay.
would reach that far either. Like that.
Maxi,
Yeah, it's a button.
yeah, Maxi CE is ridiculous. Okay,
He turns
there we
into
go.
Vanguard real quick, bro. Are you kidding me? I'm serious, dude. His CE is stupid.
Yeah, the reach is very deceptive. A couple of his other moves are like that
Cancel.
too.
Ooh, nice. Top below.
He's got to do that stuff, though.
Yeah. And he's still got 2 bars. He used CE and he has 2 bars again already.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a game.
He needs to use it more.
Block,
Maxi's
block,
meter
block,
gain is really
block,
solid.
block.
Yeah.
CE or S soul charge. Like, don't eat all that. Get up and soul charge. So, fun fact for everyone who ever wants to learn this game: if you forward tech in soul charge, that's the fastest way to get up and get out of certain things, and you can do it.
No, I was really careful, yeah.
Now Setsuka breaks that because 1-1B is, or that launcher move over and over is so annoying.
Yeah,
And you do have to force block it, but you can soul charge right after if you want.
Yeah, Setsuka Oki is it can be disgusting. She has a lot of really good force blocks.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she
Yeah.
has a lot of like a lot of different tech traps. I think she has a good tech trap, but not like a lot.
Yeah, so that tech, I was saying, if someone splats you in the air with soul charge, you can actually forward tech and soul charge back, like before they could do anything if you're low enough.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Dude, try it out. It'll get you out of certain things that you never thought of, and it becomes like, no, really, get off me. No more pressure. You're done.
So no, really, get off me.
There you go.
Perfect.
Hmm.
See,
That
sometimes
matchup was
You gotta
fun.
use it. He's got meter advantage, right? But nothing ever happens when he gains an advantage, and his base kit only can get him so far. He needs just a little bit more options to make Kankles sweat a little bit sometimes.
nice.
I gotta make him
Oh, hey,
come
Salmon.
out like his comfort zone. Oh, nice.
I didn't realize my.
Yo, Sandman made the video.
Apparently.
I hope we get to see him play at some point again, one day. I'm loving this. I'm loving how JoHow just has these certain matches that are just absolute trade wrecks, and it's so satisfying. It's like watching an Astaroth win. It's like the same reason, like when we all watch Klob do so well. It's just like, dude, can anyone stop this, or is he just on a roll today?
Oh,
Yeah,
good
when
side
he's
step from
moving,
Giraffe.
he's moving.
Ooh, there we go. Good soul charge. There you go. You got the meter. You're almost gone. Bam.
Oh,
Nice
nice.
2-2-A.
And now you
Ooh,
made up the
the
difference,
resets.
but that didn't
Ooh,
reach for
missed.
some reason.
Good job. Don't do it on his. Oh, that was the
Oh.
first one. That was like the very first out of GI that didn't get up. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that
He
was
still
clean.
did it. He still did it.
All right, so we are like, yeah, we are already halfway through this at an hour in. So maybe we can let's do this next one, and then maybe we can sort of skip around a little bit and see some how the later matches are going.
Yeah, I think in the middle, we're just seeing really consistent stuff.
Yeah. Bump.
Oh,
Okay. You
now
tried
if
to-
the auto GI start working somehow, this is a different game.
Yeah. Well, I think it's one of the keys is making Giraffe have to really guess. Is like if you're going to go into that string pressure, is you got to make them think. Versus, again, I think it's the more he tries to play neutral, like Setsuka's going to destroy him. Setsuka neutral is disgusting.
Oh yeah.
And so it's if you can keep her in some of those can situations and just make her guess, I think it'd be a little bit more in your favor. Oh,
Also, a bar and half a meter.
bro.
And what, like, I just want to watch this part of what he does with it. And I'm wondering if we go to later ones, it's always being used. Because that's the only thing that I would even suggest. He's doing fine.
That's going to hurt a lot.
Very defensive. Oh,
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough reset. She's got a lot of wall reset stuff, but she doesn't have a lot of wall damage. She has really messed up situations she can put you in afterwards, though.
oh nice.
Whoa.
I don't know how
Interaction.
to lift, but that was cool.
Bro, 3D fighting games. Here it is again.
Lord, dude. Oh, that was the call out of call outs, bro. You don't do that for free.
Look at that.
Look at that. You see that damage?
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't do easy inputs.
That was
Oh.
3 interactions. He died in 3
Yep.
interactions. Fucking hell.
So, if you get bodied like that, right? How do you two feel afterwards? Do you get wrecked? Is that what happens?
Oh, that's
That's
dope.
me. Like, look.
I-
And
Oh.
he was like, I'm not even. I don't know what to do. I just got obliterated.
It's like this shit. Like
my
I see that.
playstyle changes.
I was gonna say I see that shit happens, and I feel like Shao Kahn just visited my entire family. It stole all, not just my soul, but the soul of like 6 generations of my line. Fuck.
People in my family that don't even play games, I want to just call them. I'm sorry, okay? I get sad. Like I'll slow down, or I'll get mad and I'll get more aggressive. Either way, it's not good.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I'm out swinging. I like it.
Nice.
We're definitely seeing the change already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep on swinging.
Oh, good
Oh,
sidestep, but again,
nice.
wasn't really ready for like the punish. That's dead. No, it's not. You dropped the combo. Oh, try to interrupt, but
Oh, trade. That trade was not worth it. Uh-oh.
Oh, good call out. Good call out.
That AGI is not gonna stop that.
Ooh, nice 2-2-A counter hit. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Classic. I get hit by that way too often. I hate it.
Oh, I don't know if he meant to do that one. Yeah.
Didn't just.
Wow.
Hey, Chung, if you wanted to skip ahead, because he needs to recover. Listen. He needs a few games to recover from what happened earlier, because that's what's happening right now. Now I see some meter. Okay. Let's see that meter, please. I need to see some.
Oh.
No, Auto GI again gets blown. I can't believe how good Kankles is against that. I cannot believe it, actually.
Yeah, he will blink at you. Like, I know what's coming.
No wonder I hate playing against this person. Like, not like I love playing against them because it's so good, right? But playing against it, you feel like you're always wrong. Like, like you're just that so easy to read.
Man, that was a really good. JoHow canceled that since so he didn't get the GI, but he didn't do any follow up to really punish the whiff GI, unfortunately.
Oh my god! I'm always wrong. I'm always wrong. Yeah.
Try to call out the minus frames after the 1AA string.
Jeez.
But it's kind of a reverse mix. I mean, she's like -8 or something after that string. I can't even remember. But I mean, if you're not careful, she can still step.
I just can't believe how just on point Kankles is always just on defense.
Oh yeah, Kankles is a monster consistently.
I mean, I guess you have to play Setsuka. Like, that's the whole point of her.
Well,
very execution heavy.
Yeah, I mean, the consistency and execution getting low is like, it's very, very. But I mean, like, even without that, again, like, I think what a lot of Kankles keeps getting good off of, again, is the maxi knowledge, knowing when to challenge, when not to, and like how to make some of the guesses. But just, again, their spacing and their neutral and just ready for some interactions is just really, really good. And I think a lot of times a couple of matches come down to like Giraffe is able to punish things and block and sort of guess versus JoHow like gets the right guesses on some situations but isn't able to capitalize off it as much. And sometimes that might just be maxi misfortune where it's like, oh, you blocked it, but all you get is AA versus I block this and then all of a sudden you get twister lethal hit.
Like 2 or 3 twisters.
Yeah.
You can't get off the ground.
There you go. Just keep going.
Make her whiff. Just a little bit. Oh, we tried.
Oh, wall rise would be very nice. Oh, okay. So went for a little bit. Yeah, see right there, just got the little bit of a whiff as she came in for that lethal hit. But yeah, which again, I think I also put some online into that. Is doing really consistent whip punishes and block punishes online can be really difficult if you're not ready for it.
Oh, for sure.
Which is again why I'm giving like GiraffeKankles like all the praise in the world. Is this fool's able to do it so consistently? Freaking netcode, my dude.
Yeah. I would hate facing against this on netcode, even if the netcode's super sick. I would hate this because it feels like a read more than reaction, right? But it's got to be partially reaction at least. Like they're just so used to certain options and stuff.
Good soul chart.
And that's what it goes into the that Venn diagram thing that you were pulling up earlier, right? He's got that in his head, so it's almost like he's not reacting as much as he knows the 2 or 3 options you want to do in most likely situations, and he always calls out those options, or the risk reward is what we always talk about in Caliber, right? Where you have, oh, this beats 2 out of the 3 options, so I'm going to do this and react to the 3rd. So that's the difference of like a 3D game versus 2D games, where 2D games it's like, it's the overhead or the low, or is it a throw, right? That's your 3 options, right? But in this game, it's like, it could be up to 7 options depending on the character, right? So you have to do risk reward. So like, does this beat half options or a quarter options? Like, you have to think about that stuff literally in the entire time while your opponent is beating in your face. Plus, you got to play execution heavy Setsuka at the same time. Like, you play games to suffer, but it looks cool as hell. So we love it so much.
Like, oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh, he drops
Oh
it.
no, he dropped it. Yeah, that one's hard.
Yeah, that one's hard. That one's hard.
He's hit him, but wow.
Oh, try the wall
Oh, the side step. Okay.
Okay, good. There you go. Soul charge. Keep your pressure going.
Oh, I'm scared now.
See, and then he soul charges back. Ooh, gets the counter hit. Okay.
Yeah, he can't really be defensive here. He has to go in.
Yeah, there's not
But
yet.
it gets counter hit one time.
Yeah,
He was forced into that situation.
they were both low health. That was a good call out. Now let's go. I'm gonna skip. We're gonna go ahead a little bit and try and find another. This is a little bit further ahead, like around here. Here we go. So yeah,
Sick.
I literally do not know what game number we're on. We're just going into it, but yeah. So I mean, there's some good interactions. I think back and forth. I don't know. Again, this is one of those things. Like, I wish I could get a little bit more technical into this matchup, but again, I honestly do not know too many. Like, again, there's some things about Setsuko I don't know all our frames and all our inputs. It's the same thing with Maxi's. Like, I don't remember his stance transitions and what he has out of stance.
He has so many. I don't even know. I just know like what buttons to press and what timing to press them.
Yeah.
Reminder: Ares is a really good maxi. Okay, he doesn't know. We don't know. It's like old school Valdo. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm doing it and I'm winning. So it works.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I just you know, we just do what feels right. We know the fastest moves. I know the frames, but man, when it comes to the other characters, I do not know, because sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. You just got to do maxi things.
Yeah. And sometimes in a match, like it's you don't have time to process all the frames. Sometimes you just don't know them. Sometimes it's like you notice something works and it keeps working. You just keep doing it until it stops.
Like, a lot of people notice that I like to throw out the 2A plus B, and that's not a good maxi move to use, but I will use it all the time.
Ooh. Yeah.
Wow. One reset, dude.
Trying to GI when Setsuka's in the Johnny stance is very difficult because she can just delay the timing through the whole string, and at the end it becomes a break attack. It can be a cool call out, but it's just so high risk. I don't personally believe that risk reward is really worth it. Oh, okay, but that was sick.
There you go. Okay, we're seeing some real counterplay and some space game.
Mad. He's playing mad. He just did 2 of those kicks. He's like, you going somewhere? You going somewhere?
Oh, nice.
There we go.
But no ground Oki. Is that the issue there, Ares, or can he do something there to try to hit on the ground?
No, not really. A lot of our lows, like if you do 2A, it won't hit you on the ground.
Interesting.
There's been a couple times I've seen someone kind of
pickup. Does it have like a low pickup? Yeah.
Yeah, that one. If you're stunned, then it will pick you up and then kick you out. But if you do it at the wrong time and they block, then you get blown up afterwards.
Okay.
And if they duck and you do the kick after that, that's when you go over the cliff. I have died like that. I think when I was in ESL in the finals against Sly Tiger, like one round, I jumped over his head. Then another round, I tried to do it, and he uppercutted me with Talon, and I flew over his head.
Chunk, help me with this. That reversal move that Setsuka does, that doesn't counter soul charge activation, does it?
The bubble?
Yeah.
That's
not an RI, it's just a counter, right?
Yeah, I don't believe so. And also, I just realized something too with that mix-up is Maxi doesn't have like a normal 2A, right?
Yeah, that sucks.
So that's one of the because having an I-12. Yeah, the I-12 like special mid 2A to sort of interrupt that. That's one of the big things, because I was realizing that I was like, why is he not reacting? Just kind of holding some of these Johnny stances. It's like, oh, he doesn't have a 2A. So that's I realize that's a really big I think kind of thing in this matchup is Giraffe can kind of get away with that. Maybe Maxi has a better option that I'm unaware of.
Did you see that clash setup, bro? Are you serious?
Bro,
that's disgusting. This sucks.
I'm telling you, Giraffe has the most absolute disgusting tech.
Yeah.
Nice.
Against a Maxi player that just wants to play their game at all. Like, it's so tough.
It really is.
I did it again. Twice. Oh my god.
So see, we're talking about like, oh yeah, we don't know all the frame data for some of these characters. Like, this is what happens when you sit in the lab for like 6 hours a day or whatever Giraffe does and learn all that frame data, is you can figure out these weird interactions, and if you remember to practice them consistently enough, like, you're able to do this stuff and apparently die for it also. But
yeah, that still won. I don't even actually know what happened. Because I was actually just listening to what you were saying, and I was like, whoa. JoHow just killed the man.
Right. He was playing good. Well, okay, and again, I say all this, like, yeah, you can know all the frame data in the world and have all these cool setups, but if your opponent just plays a little bit more smarter and better than you, you're still going to win. So frame data is not the end-all of winning the game. Frame data is what you use to help guide your decision-making and interactions, because this is Soul Calibur. -2, -4, -6 means jack crap. You can mash your brains out almost at any time, and it works. But if your opponent knows some mash, like right there, like, doesn't matter if you know the frame data. If your opponent's just mashing better and smarter than you, they're going to win. He didn't even use his soul charge. He didn't use his CE. He won with 2 bars a meter. Didn't need it.
I'll give a really good example, Chunk. We've all been playing Elden Ring lately, right? You know how the slow charge hits, where they take forever to hit you every time? That's what he's doing to him. Like, that's it. You can have all the frame data in the world, but if something does, like, can mix up how it's swinging at you all the time, that's where the fighting game stuff comes in. That's why we love stuff like this.
I just keep dying.
That interaction happens so much.
I just keep dying because Millennium's not fun, but that wall raising K lethal hit was sick. Oh, gee. Okay, again, yeah, good spacing. Based on the whiff. Oh, there you go. That was sick spacing. I don't know if he maybe didn't guess that the B was gonna move. I don't know, but all right. Bump, bump. But I will say the one thing knowing good frame data for, again, block punishment. It's free damage, free frames, stops your opponent from doing stupid things. He is back turned. He's holding it.
He's blocking.
He is like, I am not moving.
I paid for this button.
Ooh, good soul charge. Bump, bump.
I love his neutral mix-up and the soul charge. Oh.
Yeah, why was he doing it like that?
Because Giraffe will GI. You can GI Maxi either on like the first hit or the second or third of like all of his strings. So even in like soul charge, that was gonna be death.
Yeah, I think
Giraffe is really good.
That's one of the tricky things. Is like your own strings sometimes as Maxi become like a reverse mix for your opponent, where it's like, well, am I going to finish the string? Because if I do, then, like, you get to do this. But if I don't do it, then I get to do this. I think that's, again, one of the harder things about Maxi is, like, you can't just do things, like, normally. And it's like, okay, well, my opponent just has to guess, or hold a block. It's like, no, you can die for this. It's not out. Not yet, but that's a lot of damage. Okay, good block. Oh, good GI. Okay. Oh, okay, good. String knowledge, good string knowledge.
It's not going to work forever.
I mean, I respect the attempt. There was a big life lead.
Yeah, just don't die to the option.
Yeah, Giraffe was ready for it.
There's only one thing that kills me here, and it's not going to be that today.
Yeah, exactly. So listen, yeah, if you have multiple options, they could have done it. But yeah, if it's the one thing, like, and if you have the health lead, and you remember, it's like, no, I'm just not going to die to it.
The throw.
Good throw setup.
I was about to say, earlier on, I don't think I saw a single throw, like, from JoHow. I wonder if he just doesn't believe in it. That was a lot of damage.
You might not be comfortable being that close. Like a lot of people, I don't feel comfortable being that close to them.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, that's such a good shining example. Is like she just gets the biggest damage off of being right. Like her neutral is okay. She doesn't actually I think have really good options to stop you from stepping. Like I mean the 6A is kind of nice, but it doesn't really do much. 1A is a very very short range move. 236 3K or whatever is kind of a cool low, but it's also kind of hard to do and is a little bit slow. That was a weird jump back B, but yeah, most of her damage just comes from you whiffing.
Nice flinch.
Ooh, good low, but that move.
I feel like JoHow has the impossible question of, so I have to do weird fakey stuff to make him flinch to even hit him if he decides to be defensive. And then when I do that, he just becomes offensive and I can't do flashy stuff anymore because I just get clipped out of it. And it's just a constant cycle of that.
Ooh, that was a good whiff finish.
Literally, yeah.
So now, yeah, poke. I'm gonna just hit you with buttons. Okay, 6A plus B works. Now you got thrown. Now you have to be on defensive. But you don't, though. Why are you stopping? You didn't even take a turn? Twice? Oh. Okay. Oh, that 228 was sneaky.
It was.
Ooh.
Yo, I like that. I like that.
Ooh, that was good.
Dude, all his kicks track. They all kick track for no. They all do. Bro.
That kick definitely tracked.
Oh, the big dunk?
Big dog status.
Dude, he's going in with some buttons right now. He's really trying to stay close. Oh.
He has to be careful with the highs and the verts.
Oh, that didn't reach.
Oh.
That's so hard.
He guessed wrong 3 times and died. Setsuka.
Sounds like Asta.
Oh, yeah, just see. Okay, we're spending meter now. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, again, she's already up 2 games. If she loses this one, she just gets it all back and gets to start the round. She'll just get the meter back anyway.
That's why we mentioned it so much earlier. Like, it's really just a difference of if you win a round or not sometimes.
Ooh, nice.
That's disgusting. Mid? Oh, hello. Well,
Okay.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like at that point, again, it's just, even if you don't know the frame, it's like if you block something, you know it's minus. Take something.
Yeah, know that move is minus. Also know that move is still minus on hit. That's why people challenge it all the time.
Oh.
And then there, you can actually backtech and get out of most things except at that range.
Okay.
So that's why it's like balanced. 1A used to be way better.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, Giraffe was not really sure what the string pressure was going to be, so he couldn't make the call out. So,
Nice.
There you go.
Hey, those whip punish CEs, let's go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh wow, that clash.
Super clean.
Soul charge, let's go. Okay, get out the pressure. I don't want it. Oh, that was obvious, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't auto GI. Don't GI. Oh.
I hate that. I would auto GI.
See, he's not doing that though, because I think got out of that habit. But I think swinging on the run-in is what he should have done. Just catch him a little earlier. He's blocking a little too much versus before where it was like hard turns.
You think like coming in doing like a 6-6A?
Even like if you're gonna be that defensive, at least backstep and do a 2-2A or something. You know?
Yeah, go for like a whiff punish.
Yeah. You gotta catch him on the run in. That's where Maxi, I think, like really shines on his counter hit game. And why 2-2A is like Rich Takes always lived by that move, for real. Especially early on in the game. Has insanely huge range. And it catches better people who like to box step all the time. all the like so easily. It's like like Hamaru's got like 2-2-A that's really good for that too. But yours is the mid. Just boom.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I like that.
Avoids the second. Okay. Yeah, blocks the Johnny stance. Oh, dodges the 236B, but yeah, not really ready for it. Doesn't get the punish.
Now, I'm not even gonna get mad at him for not whiff punishing that because that move is very scary to try to whiff punish. Recovers really fast.
Oh yeah, it can be a little hard. I'm a hypocrite, like saying like, oh, you gotta be ready to whiff punish these things. It's like, bro, there's things like I mess up with punishing, or I'm not ready all the time. Like, yeah, it's okay. Good soul charge. It's like, yeah, you got that sliver of health. Like, you got the bar. Use it to help yourself out.
Having that guard.
Nice. No, there you go. Nice.
See, there you go. Okay, he's got it in him. You just gotta swing the big button sometimes.
Can't be afraid to die in this game.
Okay, yeah, good. Giraffe's adapting. Seeing the blocking, so starting to put on some more throws. Oh, whiffs. I don't know if maybe that was the wrong input. I don't know. Oh, ow. Ooh, nice duck.
Oh, he's not staying ducked after that first move anymore.
But that's good. JoHow actually has been showing some pretty good knowledge from the Johnny stance on Oki. It's where he just kind of rolls a little bit to the side so he can avoid the B, and then the 2A and the high don't actually pick up. So there's not really anything that Kankles can do. Bump. Good. Yeah. So that's one thing again. Like I'm pretty sure any character can do that. Is if you get on the ground and the Setsuka goes into Oki from the stance, if you just roll slightly so the B won't pick you up, then you just kind of have to wait for them to either just sort of finish. As far as I'm aware, there might be something else. I gotta double check, but yeah, just roll to the side, don't press a button, just kind of wait for a bit.
The throw was good there. The throw was very good there. Because I caught after the tech crouch. Because throws last a bit longer and have like more like an active hitbox kind of thing going on.
Oh no, got counter hit out of the approach. This is gonna hurt.
He's just getting too aggressive.
It's okay, he stays calm. And there you bro. There it is. There it is. So you gotta be ready for that. Just like as soon as you see something whiff, just do it. You're Maxi, bro. You're in soul charge.
Yeah. Especially in soul charge, he's a whiff punish master. It's disgusting. You're not allowed to miss a button ever. And Setsuka has a lot of verticals, but everyone says that, but I think at long range that's not true. Because the jumping umbrella stuff is I have been clipped by that move so many times on a run-in.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Her stances give her sort of a lot of options. You gotta be kind of careful. But I mean, even again, the jumping umbrella move, like depending on the range, if you just backstep a little bit, it can make a lot of a whiff. Depending on how they set it up. Oh, try to re-GI back. Ooh, good interrupt. Don't let them get away with that. Oh, bro, the spacing.
Those eyes getting them blown up.
Ooh, try to go for a reset. I like that. Respect it. Oh! I always think he's gonna 2H plus speed. He does it. Uh-oh. Nice.
See, there you go.
That's not a lot of damage though. Like that doesn't kill, right? That doesn't kill.
What was it? I think it was like, it was JJJ. I think it was talking on the stream.
That was disgusting.
I think it was one of the things that like he's pointing out about Maxi. He's like, I don't like playing against Maxi because Maxi is a character that gets rewarded for whiffing. Just whiff two buttons, go into a GI, and you just punish their punish. Like, bro. Oh boy, that was kind of
but then that happens to you.
I mean,
you're like, that's a good character.
You can't whiff all the time.
Oh, the big punch work. See, and that move too, right? So it's 2-2-A and Aries. What is that move right there?
That punch, like they just run up and just punch forward.
It's like a run up and horizontal, and then it goes into a B option. Like it's a horizontal into a vertical.
Was that the 668 plus B?
I don't know what it is, to be honest.
Okay. Giraffe saves JoHo's life there, but not finishing that string.
Not that one, but the other one that goes a bit more mid.
We'd have to watch back and check it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, the soul charge.
Ooh,
The soul
that was
charge.
nice.
Maxi soul charge. Alright, I'm going to skip a little bit, one more, and we're just going to watch some of these last few matches. This is here. Okay. Hold on. A couple more matches left, and we'll finish this up soon. Alright, so these are the later matches. So again, these pools have been playing for like almost 2 hours now. How the brains are not complete mush? Maybe the brains are complete mush at this point, and they're just mashing happy, but we'll see. Oh, he did that. That's the first time he's done that this entire set, right?
Yeah, that's the first time I saw it.
See, okay, so see, this is the last games, and already the Yomi is either becoming godlike or silly.
What is happening?
Yeah, and he did that.
What is happening?
Oh, nice punch on the wood 2-2-way whiff.
What's going on?
This looks like
Oh,
WNF matches now. Like just the wildness.
Ooh, okay, nice. There you go.
Oh yeah, he's definitely opening up.
Ooh. That move.
That's the that is a 668 plus B, but then it's a hold.
68 plus behold.
Fast version. The fast version is really sick. I really like that
when
move.
you just run up 668 plus B. Yeah.
Yeah. That move's pretty good too.
And like up and higher.
So is that.
Ooh. Yo.
That's so at the reset. That was.
Oh, and then jump catch.
That was so disgusting.
Oh, jeez, getting
The
interrupted.
defense is still top tier.
Yeah, they're still
Oh,
doing that.
Man.
Yeah, that move is gross in Soul Charge.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it is. Oh, he just used 2A plus B. I know their brains are mush.
I mean, mush, but
I like.
Giraffe's fingers are definitely not.
Yeah. I almost never use 2A plus B on GiraffeKankles.
I just imagine GiraffeKankles has been pressing so many buttons that there's just like a grooved in space in a piece of plastic that's his controller that he just mashes into.
There,
Oh,
nice.
nice step.
Yeah, that was good.
Is there technicality even what? How far? We're 2 hours in here.
Just about. Well,
Yeah, that's consistency.
oh, jeez. Okay.
Yo, those steps. Wow.
Yeah, just again, careful step guards, so he doesn't get clipped. Avoided all of them, but then the last one just moved out and he missed his punch a little bit, but really good move. That was a counter hit. Jeez. All right, good duck. Bump, bump. Twister. Bro, block. Oh, please block. Please block.
Jeez.
Bro, you have to block. It's okay. You remember, you gotta block sometimes. I know it's a fighting game, but sometimes you gotta block.
Oh my goodness.
And I think that's the last one. Yeah. So that was oh boy. Bro, that was a lot. That was actually
intense.
that was really fun to watch. It was really cool. I can see why JoHow is so hype about those matches.
It was really solid back and forth, but
Yeah.
the only difference I really saw is Kegels has figured out like how they play and how their opponent plays and adapts to it like accordingly very quickly.
Yeah.
And
Very
JoHow
quickly.
was making some mistakes that were like muscle memory stuff. And that's hard to get out of because that's what I do too. I know I get blown up for that all the time. I understand it is very hard to do and only a few people can do it, but like Kankles is one of those people. I've believed this player's impressed me a lot over the last year, especially. So it's really cool that JoHow like held their own and was really doing some cool stuff. Like I thought that was a lot of tricky moments, but you fall victim to your own habits sometimes. It sucks. But
Yeah.
those were sick matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely enjoyed that. Like the knowledge checks on both sides, the sidestepping, the counters. Every time JoHo got into the flow, he really demonstrated a high level of neutral as well as like soul charge, control, and ability. Like a lot of maxis, when we get soul charge, we lose control and try to go crazy. He showed a lot of patience, and that came in handy in a few matches, and there were like a few matches where it kind of cost him because unfortunately, like in this matchup, like Setsuka's a lot faster. So, sometimes you don't press because you're like, oh, I'm gonna get blown up, and you're patient, and then you get blown up, later.
So Aries, I have a question for you. What was
What's
like
up?
the one big thing that you learned that you'll try to do if the next time you play like GiraffeKankles? Like, what would be your advice to the maxi players out there? Because you probably saw different stuff than we did, but like generally, how are they playing to like the three O's and that kind of stuff? Like how you can get that to be more consistent?
Moving with plus frames, moving with confidence, a healthy mix up because you still have to condition your opponent. You can't yourself as a maxi, going against GiraffeKankles, you cannot be afraid to press, but then at the same time, you can't get like match happy. So I noticed a lot of canceling in the stances, and that's something that I don't do a lot. So I'll be playing more neutral. He showed me that we have our own neutral that I never really knew about or considered like that. Like he press into a string and 2 hits in, he'd cancel and just be guarding. So it was a lot of times where I thought he was going to get blown up and he blocked it, and as a maxi player myself, like I have hundreds of thousands of matches. I'm S rank on Xbox and PSN. Like I have not been playing to that degree, to that caliber, no pun intended. So I
Hey.
really enjoyed
We
learning
use
that.
that joke a lot. It's fine. It's built for the game. It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean that's a really good point because it's, I mean, we said it, like, Maxi is a very complex, complicated character. Um, Especially when you're first starting off, as you get into a little bit higher level plays, things kind of mellow out a little bit. But I mean, like, again, he has 7 stances that can all that like have a specific flow chart and how they go into each other, and there's all the different moves out of it, and again, all those moves, like, they have gaps that your opponent can sort of like go through. So he can be a daunting character. I mean, not just to learn, but especially to fight against, because it's like, well, I don't know where any of the gaps are, so I'm going to try this. Oh, I got GI'd and lost half my health. So something. So it's one of the things, like, when you're if you're prepping and like you're getting beat out by a maxi a lot, or you want to learn maxis, I don't think you have to sit down and learn like every single stance option. I think it's more just paying attention to sort of like how a lot of the things start up, because there's a lot of the startup to, I think, Maxi's pressure, where it's if you just make 1 or 2 guesses, you can basically just stop the pressure, right?
Correct, very easily.
Yeah, so I think it's especially when you're fighting against Maxi, it's not you have to learn all his frame data and look for punish and stuff like that. It's more you just kind of got to realize like where the startup is. Okay, like if he AAs, what are the options after AA? If he BBs, what are the options he's going to go into? And it's just sort of like where the stance options are going to start. And then if you get into that, like he gets into the stance and goes to it, then it becomes much more complicated. It's a little bit harder. So that's one of the things. But I mean, a big, like, 2 rules against Maxi is try not to move too much because he has big range, and don't mash into string pressure because you'll die. You got to just, again, sort of got to know the right reactions. I mean, ducking in the right places, small little 2-way interrupts on some things. And there's a lot of like weird tech you can figure out for a lot of different characters that some people find, where it's just like, oh yeah, if I just see he does this and then do this every time, he doesn't get anything.
Big uppercut call out that GiraffeKankles can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That move is so hard to do, and he's just like, wow. half your life. Let's go.
Yeah, because
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't.
Does that to me on a regular.
Yeah, we ourselves are almost an hour and 40 minutes into the video we just made. And again, this set is almost 2 hours long. So like, we didn't take a lot of time to really stop and like super hyper analyze a lot of like the little micro interactions that were going on, mainly just for our own sanity and time. But I mean, for anyone, like, you can go out and just sort of rewatch this video. Is just like, depending on what character you're trying to pay attention to, or see, was like, okay, well, they did this, why did that work? Again, all you just want to sit down and figure out, like, okay, well, what was the one thing they did the frame, like, what was the frame did on this or whatnot. Though I just realized, as I was saying that, the maxi frame did is very, very complex because of all the stance transitions, so it's kind of hard to figure out some things. But you just sort of notice, just look at some of their actions, notice what one of the character did. It's like, okay, they ducked here and then did a button. Why did they work? And then see, like, okay, well, if Maxi does that, he has this, and this, and this. So, if he only does this one option, ducking beats out everything else. That's why they duck there.
Yeah.
And so you just break it down one by one. And then sort of on the opposite end, if you're, I guess, the Maxi player trying to learn to sort of figure out how to go against Setsuka, I think it's a lot, again, like Ari said, is you have to be kind of very creative in your string game and your stance game. It's just not just flow charting, canceling some things in weird places, and sort of figuring some stuff out. And just again, Setsuka has really good counter hit and can play neutral a little bit better than you can. So you got to be careful with your whiffing and stop her from stepping a couple times. And then also just know where you got to block against Setsuka strings, because if you're mashing at Setsuka and she gets the counter hit, you die pretty quick.
I would say my biggest suggestion is know what your weapons are, because your opponent will if you don't know them.
Yeah.
And if you don't start using them, they will take advantage of that. Like,
Exactly.
And don't be
2-2A,
afraid.
like I was mentioning, is such a large button to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he never established, like, hey, I've got this in the back pocket. If I ever catch you slipping, at least like try to attempt it a few times. Because I know what stops me a lot of the time is I know what my good button is, and I will not use it on purpose, because I know my opponent is playing around that all the time, right?
Yeah.
That's a big part of this game, is knowing what your weapons are and not using them a whole lot, but using them when you really need to, or like when you finally feel like, all right, they're gonna walk into this, and you just got to do it. And
Yeah.
if you don't take that risk, you will not win games consistently in this game. You have to take risk, and risk assessment is probably the biggest thing that separates like the very top 5 players to everyone else. Is just like the risk assessment is so solid.
Yeah.
That is a large sentence to say, but
yes, exactly. No, I agree with that, because it's this is Soul Calibur 6, where the frames mean nothing and mashing is great. So yeah, you gotta know when you can mash, when you can press buttons, and when you don't, and because every situation you're in is almost always a call out or guess in some way, whether big or small. The only situations aren't really is if you already hit them and you put them in Oki, and it's like, okay, well, now they're in my set play, or again, you block this and it's a block punishment, and you sort of take that, and it's small things like that. But it's, I don't know, this is how Soul Calibur works. Every character has like a bazillion moves in their set list. And I mean, all of them can be good tools in some way, shape, or form. You just kind of have to know what they do and sort of kind of figure out some weird ways to work them in. And in the middle of a match, that is incredibly difficult. And that's one of the big things that like separates a lot of like the high level players, is they've sat down in the lab and they can know how to use some of these tools. Or I've seen players in like the middle of like a tournament set figure out like, oh, I can just do this this move there, and all of a sudden it starts doing some things, and then the other player doesn't know how to react, and then bam, there's their win condition. So especially if you're starting off, is just like spending some time in the lab to see like, why is this interaction happening or something like that, can be very, very helpful. Or better yet, ask questions. There's a bunch of character discords, which can be somewhat helpful sometimes, but I mean, there are like a lot of the top players and good players are in some of these discords, so you can talk to them there. You can, I mean, if you have a local, sometimes heck, just asking on Twitter, sometimes that can help too. But finding people like that you can talk with and ask questions a lot, or just someone who can give you a different like approach and like perspective to the game, helps so much. And that's one of the big reasons. Like everything I've learned is mostly all because of like everyone who's been helping play me, and anyone I talk to is when I learn the most, versus me just like mashing my brains out online.
All right, Aries, do you have any final words for the folks?
Yeah, just to piggyback, like The Soul Calibur community is very open and welcoming. You know, as with any other community, we have like, you know, the toxic players that you might run into, like teabaggers and stuff like that. But for everybody, it has a different meaning. You might have a positive teabagger, like they just think something is funny. But for the most
Right.
part, you know, you just ask questions and somebody's gonna have an answer. Like there's so many people. We have a Maxi Discord for everybody that hates Maxi. You join the Maxi Discord, we have a section that tells you how to counter all of our stuff. And I'm in the Ivy Discord and everything else, and they literally say, "Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys have problems with Maxi, these three buttons, whenever he flinches like this, just press that and it's gonna stop it. No matter what, if you don't know nothing else, press this, it'll stop it." So for any character, there's counterplay. You know, there's answers for everything. So just ask and you shall receive.
Damn, sounds good. Anything,
I
Necro?
guess. I mean, play Soul Calibur. This game's dope.
This game
And
is
just
dope. It's different. It's so different from
yeah.
so many games, but and it
Oh
takes a
yeah.
lot of work. It's really weird to get into at first, but the more you sit with it, the more you learn to love and hate the game at the same time.
And
Exactly.
there are options like Parsec and stuff, and that like there's still a lot going on for the game. And I saw 100 people enter at Combo Breaker, which I didn't think would be the numbers. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
being honest, I think that's still a lot of people, and I think people still care about this game, and clearly these two do, to the point where we get some sick matches. How many years into the game? It's almost what, 4 by October?
Yeah, it'll be 4 in
Been a
October, I think.
while. Been a
It's been
while.
a
Yeah.
long time.
All right. Well, I hope that was slightly informational and that most of the things I said were correct. Um, but yeah, so I want to say again, big shouts out. Thank you, Necro and Aries, for helping us out with that, and big shouts out to JoHow and Giraffe for letting us watch and sort of talk about some of these matches. Again, help me out a little bit, or at least I'll be. I mean, I can always go back and sort of see some of these things, but yeah, if you want to, again, watch the full unedited video, JoHow posted it to his YouTube. I'll probably put the link, well, if I post this video, I'll put the link to it, or again, this will be on JoHow's channel to be able to see it there too, if you want to watch more. JoHow also has a Twitter. You can probably maybe ask him stuff there. Same thing with Giraffe. You can probably ask them for some help or ask them any questions. But yeah, so I think that's about it. I'll let Necro and Aries get on with the rest of their day, and same with mine because I gotta go to my local later. But yeah, thank you both so much. It was a lot of fun.
Most definitely. It's been an honor.
Peace.
All right, thanks everyone. Have a good one. Take care.